presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Back to throw here. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Green 39.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Back to throw. Boom. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. On first down. Boom. Flush to his right. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Boom. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun. Boom. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Back 99, Philly, here we go.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Brooks Reed with a tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Operating from the gun. Boom. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Tack McKinley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
From the gun. Boom. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tack McKinley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Coleman. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chandler Jones in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Detroit!
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
No. Check. Patriot.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Boom. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Boom. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun. Boom. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A left side completion to Jones. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Here's Coleman on the toss. He's got the first down and more past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This is Coleman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He completes it to Henry. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Back to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Going underneath, it's Coleman. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work.
And he's taken down. back at his own 7. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Set. Green, 39.
Operating from the gun. Boom. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun. Boom. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Shakes up, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. He'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 3rd and 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before break. Boom. He completes it to Nelson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 1st and 10. Boom. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw on 2nd down. Boom. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Throwing on 1st down. Boom. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nelson. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 45 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Boom. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Boom. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. from the gun. Boom. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Ted McKinley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Boom. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Looking to throw. Boom. And that is caught for the 2 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Boom. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Back line it up,
first down. Boom. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Tech McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Boom. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Gun! 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 All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun. Boom. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Boom. And that is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Gun! 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 Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Gun! 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 Gun!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Coleman now. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw on 2nd down. Boom. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Operating from the gun. Boom. Dumping it off for Johnson. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They go to Johnson again. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The Cardinals on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? It's a quarterback sneak, and he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is through. It is good. Dan Bailey, the hero as time expires. And the Cardinals win it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Arizona, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never do anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him, I keep trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russia, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly on. They calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah. Her Rex on her, yeah. Big Rex better calm down, yeah. If you go around, come around, yeah. Whole squad, yeah. Squad goes on me, yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes, yeah. Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah. You can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag. Something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You gotta picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I see that new bay alert. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win, are you pretty like no.
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag. Ooh.